Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 7. For this video, I'll be going over some very interesting set photos that were obviously taken by Canada Graphs, who was present there during the Flash set. Also alongside that, I'll be talking about what actually took place on set, like what they were actually doing, and just various other things like that. Now, most of the footage that they shot and the set photos that Canada Graphs took, I think, is from episode 2. Well, the majority of them is from episode 2 of season 7. However, I think some of them are from episode 1. I could be wrong about that. But all I do know for sure is that most of the set photos that were taken are from episode 2. But before I go over anything, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. Okay, so we obviously know that this week The Flash had begun production for its 7th season, and on Wednesday in my time, we obviously found out that The Flash was filming some indoor scenes for what they had to film to wrap up episode 1. So they only filmed a couple of scenes on Wednesday, and that was them wrapping up episode 1, which was pretty short. And obviously that's the case because they already had their majority of episode 1 already filmed, since literally 80% of that is season 6 episode 20, which is pretty much the footage we saw during the DC Fandome trailer. So obviously at some point we were expecting them to film some outdoor scenes at some point. During their episode 2 filming, Canada Graphs was obviously able to take some set photos, and he also talks about what happened on set and what they were actually filming. So before I go over any of these set photos, I will do some crediting. So credited Canada Graphs for these set photos, because if it weren't for him, we obviously wouldn't have had any. Also for this video, I will only be including some of the set photos that he took, not all of them. So if you guys want to check out some extra set photos that I wouldn't have added on this video, as well as just more in detail stuff in what took place on set, be sure to visit his blog page. I will link it in the description down below so you guys can check it out, and I'll also link his YouTube channel in the description as well for those who want to check that out. His videos over there are pretty cool, and he does tend to do some live streams a lot. It's very cool to just stick around and chat with him over there, so I will link his YouTube channel in the description down below as well. Okay, so now I will go over these set photos, but also I'll read some segments of the blog page, so obviously we get more in detailed description on what actually took place while they were filming those certain scenes. So he starts off by saying where The Flash was filming for its 7th season, so that is obviously the Vancouver Convention Center. And that was obviously where they first started shooting. And he starts talking about how on the first day there really wasn't that much to go over. However, he was able to get some set photos on what they were prepping for indoors. And as you guys can see in this photo over here, this is what Canada Graphs was able to take, and it looks like to be some Blackhole weaponry area, as you do see these bunch of crates, and in some of them you do see Blackhole logos on them as well. So it's pretty much another Blackhole hideout that we're going to get. But then he goes on to say, on the second day there was a lot more to see. However, in the morning a scene was shot right outside in the convention center with Candice Patton as Iris West Allen, along with Victoria Park as Camilla Wang. If you weren't paying really close attention while there, you might have missed that this was in the Mirrorverse, as the garbage bins and dog walking signs there were printed in reverse, even down to the spray cans Camilla used to spray paint in the proper direction. A message to Iris had been labeled in on reverse. Now, there are some interesting things to go over in regards to these photos with Iris and Camilla. So obviously, first thing being, as we know, Iris and Camilla are still in the Mirrorverse in episode 2. And we do see these labels in the set photo over here, and that is reversed, and that is the dog symbol at the top right. But the thing that's very interesting is this shot over here, and it's the message saying, Iris, I got your message, heading to the speed lab. It's from Camilla, obviously, as she's the one that wrote it. As you guys can see, Camilla is spray painting this on a wall, so obviously Iris sees it. And we do then get this shot of Iris West, and she has her phone out, which is quite unusual because she's been in the Mirrorverse for well over 8 weeks. So A, how does she still have charge on her phone? And B, how does her phone even work in the Mirrorverse? So I don't know about that, but it is what it is. But we do then have these shots between Iris and Camilla, and Iris and Camilla are going in to like hug each other or something. They're obviously walking somewhere together after that. So that is probably when Iris gets out of that dark place that we saw her in the episode 1 trailer. So that's probably when she gets out of that, and Camilla's obviously able to find Iris. So they get together and they're on their way to go find Singh, I guess. But after that, he goes on to say that he took a little bit of a break as he needed to do some other pieces of work. But when he returned, they were obviously filming another scene, and that consists of The Flash and Mirror Master. And this is what he had to say about them. On set for this scene was Grant Gustin as The Flash and Efrat Dor as Mirror Mistress, and their stunt doubles. The first scene I saw shot there was pretty simple. It had The Flash standing about 100 feet away from Mirror Mistress, and he simply goes running at her. After they shot that scene, I left for a while as I wanted to do some other work done, and it looked like they were going to keep redoing that scene. I came back about an hour and a half later, and things had changed slightly. Now they had Grant Gustin's stunt double on a rolling cart, and he was prepping a scene that Grant himself would do a bit later, where he goes charging towards Mirror Mistress in a horizontal fascio with his arms shoved forward. Considering Grant's love of Superman, I wonder how much he wanted to put both arms out and pretend he was being Superman for this scene, as it very much looked like the way you would expect the Man of Steel to fly through the air, except without one arm extended. So this does have some very interesting things to talk about as well. So first off, by the looks of it in these set photos, we don't know for sure if Barry still has his speed back, or is he still dealing with the loss of the Mirrorverse. We don't know about that. But that Superman thing Canada Graphs is talking about could be that the Flash is trying to pull a supersonic punch on Mirror Master. Obviously, I could be wrong about that, but that's the only move that I've seen the Flash do when he extends his arm like Superman. So I'm guessing he's trying to go for a supersonic punch on the Mirror Master, as that looks to be the case, but obviously I could be wrong. But then he goes on to say, in this scene, the Flash flies towards Mirror Mistress before she bobs and weaves his lunge, and the Flash goes flying by her, not making impact with her, as she looks on with an unimpressed look. Now, from the fact that Mirror Master is able to dodge a speedster's punch, it seems like Barry still doesn't have his speed back, as if a regular human being is able to dodge a speedster punching them, that would mean that Barry would have been moving really slowly for her to be able to see that coming and actually dodge it. So my theory about the Flash getting his speed back during episode 1 could be wrong after all. As I said, obviously it could just be that Mirror Master is able to she just has fast reflexes and she's able to dodge it, but I highly doubt that's the case. As I said, the fact that she's able to dodge a speedster's punch, it seems like Barry would have been moving really slowly for her to be able to dodge that. So I don't think Barry still has his speed back during episode 1 and maybe episode 2 as well. But they've only filmed some of episode 2, obviously not all, so I guess we just have to wait and see. Now, he then talks about him seeing Danielle Panabaker's trailer on set. However, she wasn't spotted on set at all, so he was talking about like how she may have been filming somewhere else, but we just have to wait and see. So as I said, guys, I only went over some of the things that Canada Graphs talked about, not all of them. So if you guys want more information in regards to what he saw on set, what took place on set, and just various other set photos that I didn't include for this video, because there are a bunch more that I didn't include. I only took like three, I think, when there are like a lot. As I said, his blog page will be linked in the description down below if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about all of this. Yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.